It's indeed that time of year once again. The end of June means the anniversary of Introverted Travels. It was 3 years ago sometime this week. I could actually probably come up with the actual date that I made my first video, but that would require me doing just a little bit of research, and I'm too busy getting lost in the woods. I don't have time to look up when I shot my very first embarrassing video, because it was terrible. It was awful. But at that time, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I had just gotten a GoPro, I was young, I was hip, and I was out of control. But I figured it out fairly quickly with the help, and this is the part that most people don't get about me, my channel, and what I do on all of these videos. This wasn't just my idea. I started making videos, and my brother, who is a complete YouTube addict, started watching me and said, you know, it's kind of funny when you talk about not liking being around people. I guess I just make a couple of comments here and there about not liking people, or, you know, I had absolutely no direction and no idea what I was going to do. And he said, well, that's kind of funny. Why don't you do that? And so we sat down, and 3 years ago, give or take, and he used to be in advertising in the 80s. Yes, he was part of that evil empire, but he's been reformed. Don't worry, he's better now. He used to be in advertising, so he said, okay, you need a brand, and you need to play into that brand. The brand is you're an introvert. You're this weird guy that's walking around, you know, hating everybody. I can work with that. So that became the established brand, and everything that I did from there on out was playing to that brand. Severe introvert, hates every, and so not just introvert, because a lot of people take umbrage. I think that's the proper word. Umbrage. People take umbrage with my definition of introverted, because they think that introverted is going to be like them, you know, just a little bit shy, don't really like being around people, but social when need to be, and they want to identify with the channel that says that it's Introverted Travels. They want something to identify with, and instead they find batshit insane. That's because introversion, to me, is just a loose definition for batshit insane. And that's how I play it. Am I playing a character? No, not really. I mean, kind of. I'm playing a major exaggeration of myself. I mean, do you really think I talk like this? I mean, seriously, people. I mean, I do have a college education. I did something with my life. I mean, come on. I'm not completely nuts. Okay, well, I am completely nuts, but I hide it well. So, normally, no, I'm not this insane. Do I hide from people in the bushes in real life? Well, only when I can find appropriately large bushes. But you have to understand that absolutely everything you see on this channel is a lie. Or it's not. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's an exaggeration. Sometimes there's a little bit of truth mixed in. Actually, it is my birthday this week. Actually, I am one of the world's sexiest human beings. And actually, I do have superpowers. All those 3 things, well, okay, only one of those is real, but I bet you can't tell which one. And that's the thing. I wanted to do a comedy channel. I wanted to do something creative. And I wanted to walk around the woods and rant into a GoPro. So, henceforth, you get Introverted Travels. And originally this was meant to be more of a travel show, and it still may morph into it, because if you look at some of my older episodes, there are actually travel elements to those. But then I got into the hiking bug and the hiking addiction, and there's no 12-step program to help whatever the hell I'm doing out here. So I'm kind of stuck in a cycle. But there may be times in which I actually leave my house for something other than hiking, and I take my GoPro with me. When those times come, I'll let you know. But until then, it's my 3rd anniversary, and whatever the hell I've been making has turned into a gonzo experiment of satire, exaggeration, and absurdity. Which, by the way, the internet is terrible at understanding absurdity. I swear the collective IQ of the people that watch my videos who aren't my subscribers and aren't my followers, because if you actually watch and like me, okay, you're exempt from this rant. But the people that hate on me, and the people that just tune in and go, what the hell? Most of you people couldn't detect absurdity if it bit you in the damn ass. I've had people ask me if I was serious, and these were people that were actually being serious themselves. Trust me, I can tell. About the most absurd, dumb things. Even when I said that angels in heaven will die if you talk on the trail, somebody on TikTok's like, are you for real? No. Now, stop believing everything you see on social media. Half of the shit that people put on social media is either scripted, completely pulled out of an ass, or just really stupid. And oftentimes all three. Social media is not real. Content creators are not real. We're making art. We're making something that we find entertaining, that we're hoping entertains an audience. Some people are more honest than others. Some people are more nonfiction than fiction. But it's the freaking internet. You're actually gonna believe anything you hear and say without fact checking it to the freaking moon? All of that ramble is to say that it's the 3rd anniversary of Introverted Travels. And I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. I'm entertaining myself. I don't care if anybody out there finds me funny. I've already reached the level of being certified god-awful by some random internet troll. That to me is a massive achievement. I plan to go better. I want to be platinum god-awful by the end of the year. So I'm just gonna keep rolling. There's gonna be more comedy, or what I think passes as comedy. There's gonna be more idiocy, and there's going to be more introversion. The first 3 years was nuts. Let's go for 3 more.